Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy CV with another reaction video. This one is going to be on top 20 funniest banned commercials ever. It's not saying from where, but we just did a commercial. Was it top 10 funniest commercial in Europe? I thought this video should follow that since they're all commercials, and hopefully it does not repeat. Even though the other ones was just funny commercials in Europe, this one is top 20 funniest but banned commercials. Let's get this to 100 likes if we can. Appreciate you guys, man. Let's do it.
Drive?
No.
Too bad. You get a free Bud Light for every article of clothing you donate.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 20 funniest banned commercials.
They're all trying to get that
fella
Bud Light.
from the left, and he gives him a good old slapping.
We've got chemistry here. You feel it?
I felt it.
All right, Janice.
For this list, we're looking at hilarious ads
that
that
don't
were
look
pulled
right.
from screens. Some of these commercials may have kept running in certain areas. However, if the ad was banned or pulled at any point in any place in the world, it is eligible for this list. Let us know in the comments which commercial you can't believe advertisers ever thought was a good idea. Number 20, Cheesy Dads, Philadelphia Cheese. In 2019, the United Kingdom began enforcing legislation that banned, quote, harmful gender stereotypes in advertisements. A light Philadelphia cheese commercial felt the brunt of this new directive when it was released. The ad shows two dads in a coffee shop that had a conveyor belt delivering various cheese-based products snaking around the shop floor.
Oh, this looks good. That's really good. Well, that's the Philadelphia.
Enticed by a cream cheese bagel, the dads absent-mindedly put their babies on the conveyor belt. Fortunately, their children were unharmed.
Let's not self-harm.
The ad was banned for supposedly making dads look careless and for stereotyping women as more capable caregivers. However, we'd argue that anyone would have been enticed by that cheese in this amusing ad.
Our view was that this ad really featured a kind of classic daddy doofus stereotype and basically suggests that men are less capable of looking.
Did she just say daddy doofus? I've never heard that before. Daddy doofus. Were people really butthurt over that? Wow.
After their children and women, and that is harmful.
That's
Number 19,
banned.
a flatulent first date. Smart beep. Most people would probably find this ad relatively inoffensive.
I remember.
A woman who thinks she's alone
I do remember
in a car
that she
lets him rip
farts.
while her date is outside the vehicle.
Yeah.
However, his friends are in the back.
I saw this before in America.
Greg, Janice?
We sure did.
The commercial says the Bachelor's behavior was
bro.
dumb before highlighting its smart beeper. While a funny fart joke might not be the best way to sell a product, surely people can't get that upset about a normal bodily function. Well, the censors at Fox apparently did.
Call 1-800-BEEP-199 for other smart stuff.
They took
banned
issue
it?
with this flatulent smart beep commercial and had it pulled. Outside of Fox, the commercial star Claire Sahlstrom appeared on The Late Late Show to talk about how fun the fart was to shoot.
Well, the audition, I didn't know it was for a fart. That my agent didn't tell me. I guess they told a lot of people.
They always leave that part out.
Yeah, they knew I'd do it. You know, they knew I'd go
Wow.
Number 18,
I
Kim
thought it was
Cattrall's
funny.
car commercial. Nissan.
Hey, can I just say something? Kim Cattrall, when it came to Sex in the City, man, she did something to my soul, man. I don't know if it's just because I was young and just, you know what I'm saying? You know? But, man, did Kim Cattrall turn me on, man.
Tita. Though Sex in the City had been off the air for
Look at her right there. Are you kidding me? Come on. Are you kidding me?
around 2 years when this ad aired,
I only
Kim
know about
Cattrall
that
was
show
brought in
because
to
of her.
reprise role
I don't
as
even want to watch
Samantha for this
anything
Nissan
else.
Commercial. It's made in the
Just
same
wanted
style
Samantha.
as The Sultry Show, with Cattrall dishing about the ride of her life over the phone.
Really smooth, great looking, amazing body.
She's hilariously talking about the Nissan Tita and not her latest fling.
It was so much bigger than
She's
I
talking about
expected.
a car.
But that wasn't enough for New Zealand's regulators. While the innuendos in her dialogue were the only provocative part of the ad, it received complaints.
That is not bad
Nissan
at all.
eventually decided to get ahead of the scandal and pull the ad themselves.
The all-new Nissan Tita makes you feel really, really, really good inside.
Oh, okay.
Number 17, a bad place to read. Audible. You wouldn't think an ad for Audible would have anything offensive in it, let alone dangerous, but the Australians didn't agree.
Okay, Australia.
The Chamber of Secrets has been opened.
Popular Aussie comedian Celeste Barber starred in this spot about finding opportunities to listen to an audiobook during your daily routine. She's joined by Po Ling Yao of MasterChef fame.
Audible is amazing when you're cooking up a storm. Oh. What's cooking, Po?
A scene where Barber is jokingly found sitting inside Po's refrigerator earned the ire of regulators. There were claims that the commercial was dangerous because impressionable viewers might copy the chilling act.
Hi.
Outside of the controversial scene, it's still a fun Audible ad.
Australia, out of all the places, you banned this because you're afraid people were gonna mimic this and sit in the fridge? Like, what? Do you know how many commercials I've seen cars going 100 miles an hour on a highway? Does that mean it should be banned? People's gonna mimic it? This is what they're afraid of? Do you know how many commercial of drinks? I'm talking about hard alcohol that I've seen people at games and celebrating and they're drinking. Don't you think that they might mimic that, which is a little bit worse? But no, nobody says anything. This, her in a fridge, unless I'm just not understanding it. Maybe it's me, but out of all places, Australia. What happened to we take a piss on everything?
Number 16, a time of the month talk show, Tampax. The funniest thing about this ad
Tampons
is the
and
idea
tea?
that
That's funny.
Tampax would ever have its own talk show just to advertise menstrual products.
How many of you ever feel your tampon?
But the whole point of talking about that time of the month went over a lot of people's heads. Unfortunately, the ad was widely complained about and ultimately banned in Ireland for being offensive.
It might mean your tampon isn't in far enough. You gotta get them up there, girls.
In an ironic twist, the ban might have been more slammed than the ad. People rightfully pointed out that there's nothing vulgar about talking about an incredibly common item half the population uses. And the commercial's humor was a great way to get an important message across.
Not just the tip, up to the grip. So get...
Not just the tip?
Great way to get an important message across.
See, I don't know this stuff. Like, I've just learned this.
Not just the tip.
But this is offensive? You're literally showing, especially young women, what to do, but just in a funny way. I don't understand that. Like she said, half of the world uses these products. I don't understand this one. I don't get it.
Up to the grip. So get them up there, girl.
Why would you ban it?
Tampax.
Number 15, inappropriate shaking. For goodness shakes. Moving from one part of the human body to another, this protein shake commercial implies that the men it stars are doing something incredibly inappropriate in public places. The men are actually trying to get their protein shakes just right.
Okay, he's really trying to get his shake right.
Luckily, For Goodness Shakes is here to provide protein shakes that are ready to drink right away. So, unlike the men in this ad, you will avoid any hilarious mix-ups in public while trying to mix your protein drink. The commercial's logical explanation did...
Okay, wait. This one don't look right. This dude is like... No, okay.
Right away.
That one...
So, unlike the men in this ad, you will avoid any hilarious mix-ups in public
look at him,
while
how
trying
he's
to
looking
mix
at
your
her.
protein drink. The commercial's logical explanation
He looks like he's about to smell her hair like Joe Biden. Look at him.
TV.
That's...
It is not surprising to hear it was banned by the UK
He's bugging.
advertising
Yeah, look at that. No. Oh, he's bugging. Yeah, that last one was like, come on, bro. It's a little bit too much.
Cheated out of chicken. Burger King. Above being racy or inappropriate, there's another big issue lots of advertisers face when making their commercials. They're not supposed to lie or mislead the audience. That is exactly why a humorous Burger King ad from 2010 was banned in the UK. It shows a man who snuck out to a motel room to enjoy the new Tender Crisp chicken. But he's caught in the act by a jealous cow that wants him to eat beef instead.
Sweetie.
It wasn't banned because of the implication that this man has a weird connection with a jealous cow. Nope. It was pulled because the real Tender Crisp chicken sandwich is a lot smaller than the one shown.
So good, you'll cheat on beef.
Okay, so now that's a good reason. That is a good reason because this thing looks huge when I first saw it. Look at this.
It shows a man who snuck out to a motel.
That thing is huge. It looks like a plate. Okay, I'm okay with that one.
It wasn't. It was pulled because the real Tender Crisp
I'm okay
chicken
with that
sandwich
one.
is a lot smaller than the one shown.
Don't lie to me.
You'll cheat on beef.
Number 13, taking care of chores. Woodka vodka. This ad from 2011 was allegedly banned for its gender stereotypes. It was part of a long-running campaign by Woodka Vodka, a Polish liquor company. In this commercial, a woman says she'll get the house clean and cook a nice dinner for her partner while he's at work.
I'll have this all cleaned up. I'll make you a nice dinner.
Love you. Bye.
Bye, baby.
But it's revealed that her private profession involves her forcing male clients to do household chores.
Two cups flour. Stir. Don't speak. Faster. Stir.
Either the racy content or depiction of a woman being placed in a traditional role might have earned the ad a ban. As offensive as
Why
some may
does
have
this
found
make
it,
people
the
go
commercial features
crazy?
funny
Really?
and creative problem solving. Though, admittedly, it's not entirely clear what any of this has to do with vodka.
You like? I slaved all day.
Number 12. An orange man tango scooter.
Yeah.
This tango ad features a man painted orange going
See,
up and slapping
tango's
another
too
man
hard.
who's just opened a can of tango, an orange-flavored soda sold in the UK.
Yes, Tony, let's look again.
This hit apparently represents the overwhelming tang you taste when you take your first sip.
Yeah, that's
this silly
funny.
commercial was banned in the UK after it allegedly caused an epidemic of impressionable viewers slapping each other.
Oh, a real oranges in tango.
Yes, Ralph. Super taste sensation, smashing drink, lovely.
After news of these
That's
supposed
hilarious.
incidents broke, the ad was pulled from the air and replaced with a less violent orange man. Despite the controversy, the "You Know When You've Been Tangoed" campaign continued to bring wild success to the company.
Whoa! He's enveloped by the big wet pot of oranges in tango.
Number
Are
11.
you kidding me?
Everybody's
The first one was better. Oh my god.
doing it. PS Vita. This is another ad that initially seems like it was only banned for being far too suggestive. In the commercial, a doctor claims viewers are doing it far more often than is healthy.
How many times did you do it yesterday? Are you afraid you're doing it too often?
Obviously, by doing it, she means
Yes.
playing on Sony's handheld PlayStation Vita with the new remote play feature.
Did it 4 times today
No
alone.
longer have to feel ashamed. Everybody's
I'm
doing
charging it now.
it because it's fantastic.
This funny remote play commercial turned out to be no laughing matter for Sony. The ad was lambasted for being misleading about Vita function, as well as its inappropriate phrasing. Sony claimed it was cross-platform gaming, when really you're just streaming your console to a handheld.
And if you want to, you could even join me.
Ultimately, this doctored ad and more like it caused the company to lose money over false advertising. Number 10.
See, I'm okay with that. But the funny thing is, she was very seductive and sexy in that commercial, right? Porn industry put out a list of where people are consuming porn. And when it came to Xbox and PlayStation, PlayStation was far ahead. Like, I mean, far ahead. So I guess that commercial was kind of right what they're doing with that PS Vita. So I'm just saying, man. Anyway.
More like it caused the company to lose money over false advertising. Number 10. Rooting against England. Six Nations Rugby Championship.
England!
When you initially watch this commercial, it seems like everybody is supporting the English rugby team in the lead up to 2012's Six Nations Rugby Championship.
England.
No doubt.
But you'll see a hilariously
no?
unexpected truth when you look closer.
England. England. England.
The people voicing their support for England are wearing flags and coats of arms from different countries that also compete. Fans from Wales, Ireland, and Italy are all seen. A tagline reveals that these people are actually naming the country they want to lose the tournament.
What?
The BBC pulled the trailer over fears it would upset the English, before pulling another similar ad in 2017. Number 9.
That was funny.
Hiding a fling. Hyundai. In this car commercial, we see an older woman driving with a much younger man in her vehicle. She then sees her husband driving in a different car up ahead and puts the passenger seat all the way back so the husband won't see her companion. At the end of the commercial, though,
But wait, isn't that what's happening? But the other way around? Like, it was a young dude with an older woman. Then she puts the seat down and the husband looks older than her. So it's like,
it's revealed that the husband, also driving a Hyundai, is hiding an affair too. It just so happens that he's accompanied by a young man wearing a cowboy hat. It's unclear exactly what about this ad got it banned, but either way, it was a clever way to show off a car's passenger seat. Number 8. Prison Visitor. Vim Cream. We open on a shot of a woman behind a glass screen and her young daughter seemingly visiting her in prison. But it's quickly revealed that the mom isn't in prison at all. She's actually trapped in her bathtub.
I gotta get back.
Any Any adult knows that cleaning the bathroom is probably the worst of all household jobs. Vim offered to expedite the process with its flashy cleaning cream.
I love you, Mama.
I love you too, baby.
Despite being widely acclaimed
That's
in the advertising
hilarious.
world, this ad was supposedly pulled at one time. Maybe the prison setup was too much for some viewers to handle.
Man, that's funny, because it does feel that way.
Dudeness. Veet.
Oh my God.
Unlike many other contentious commercials, these ads were part of an extensive
Oh my
campaign.
God, I thought it was
so
her.
There
I was
are
like,
quite
dang.
a few of them that all follow the same trend. They went out in 2014 and implied that a woman forgetting to shave or wax for a day would make her turn into an extremely hairy man.
I shaved yesterday.
Multiple people, including a beautician, a cab driver, and an extremely judgmental paramedic, were horrified at the existence of body hair on a woman.
I shaved yesterday.
We understand that Veet is a company that makes hair removal products and needs to advertise them. But despite some potential...
She stopped her from going up more. Like, no, you seen the leg. It's worse up there. That's kind of funny. And then the fact that they're using this dude with the beard. I don't know, man. I find it funny. I thought we laugh at everything. Australia, UK, Europe. Like what? Like this is. It's not bad at all.
Potential for sharp social commentary. Pretty much everybody felt these commercials missed
The beard is funny though.
Don't risk dudeness. Number 6, Lab Rat Test. Nintendo Game Boy Micro. The Game Boy took the world by storm as a wildly popular
classic
handheld.
right there, boy.
Its micro version rounded out the Game Boy family when it was released in 2005. But one ad could have ruined Nintendo's mostly family-friendly image. We see a rat placed in a maze with a Game Boy and a piece of cheese. Scientists mean to test whether the food or handheld is more irresistible. Naturally, the rat chooses the Game Boy. But things definitely cross a line when the rat appreciates the Game Boy Micro way too much.
Wait, what?
Given the inappropriate content in a commercial aimed at kids.
Okay, Nintendo. Like, how dumb can you be? Like, anybody could tell you that's not good for your image and what you try to sell. Like, we know you aim towards... People say they aim towards family. No, they don't. They aim towards kids. Kids. Don't say family, because the family ain't playing the entire Game Boy Nintendo. No, it's kids. That's not good. I can tell you that.
It's easy to see why this hilariously unexpected ad may have been downplayed. Number 5, Grim Reaper,
that was stupid.
Hyundai Veloster. Although it's always good for any car manufacturer to focus on how safe its latest vehicle is, Hyundai definitely took it a little too far in this commercial for the Veloster.
Ben je zeker?
Ja, echt. Laatste stukje loop ik wel, hoor.
In it, we see a woman being driven home in a Ford Focus. Unfortunately, she forgets to look both ways when she gets out. She immediately gets into a car accident thanks to the Grim Reaper's influence.
Oké, tot snel.
We then see the same scenario play out again, but this time she's in a Hyundai Veloster. Since it's a 3-door, she gets out on the other side and avoids the accident, while the Grim Reaper gets a hilarious comeuppance.
Tot snel.
Wait, it's 3 doors. There's actually no door on the other side? Huh? What? That makes no sense, bro. That is like the dumbest thing ever. Like, anybody watching this, have you ever seen this car in front of you? Or have you owned this car? 3 doors. So we could put a door on the driver's side, but not the back seat? What? Why not just have 2 doors? That makes no sense, bro.
In a rare instance, Hyundai decided to take the ad out of rotation before it was fully banned.
I mean,
Number 4,
the ad is not bad.
Standoff, Xbox 360. At the beginning of the Xbox 360's life cycle,
360,
Microsoft
one of the best.
advertised its new flagship console a little aggressively. Though it
Hey, man, we got a couple of game consoles on here, huh? PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo. They really try to get you, like, you know, especially with the younger audience, man. At least Xbox and PlayStation is a little bit, their target audience is a little bit older than Nintendo with the rat. But, yeah.
was a great device, the company's standoff ad wasn't as well regarded. It was meant to be an innocent ad where strangers used imaginary finger guns in a big pretend showdown. The commercial was even shown off by Microsoft at a few promotional events and was presumably intended to be put on TV. While the commercial was played for fun, there were questions if the ad was making light of violent acts. In yet another example of a company trying to avoid future controversy, Microsoft decided not to air the ad. The zany finger gun battle was left to only exist in our imaginations.
They're just doing this and they're like pew pew and they're falling. Don't they know that I watch movies and they actually is holding guns, and when they shoot I see blood? What's the difference? Huh? Just because this is a 10-second commercial and they're actually not physically holding any weapon, there's no blood, and this is bad? Like, bro, I don't understand the world, man. So come on, bro, I'm on the phone with mom. Can't shoot me yet. Okay, go.
Number 3, clothing drive.
That was funny.
Bud Light. In this attention-grabbing Super Bowl ad, an office clothing drive promises to give people a Bud Light for every item of clothing donated.
Morning, Bob.
Morning, Jim.
This leads to office workers giving away
Bob got
every
2
piece
bottles.
of clothing on their bodies. Though the nudity is all censored, the amusing concept quickly grows uncomfortable as the ad goes on. It was ultimately deemed too much for television. But it's not the only banned Bud Light advert to get in trouble. A commercial with an over-the-top pillow fight was criticized for violence.
Oh, I remember this.
And yet another ad about 2 skinny dippers was also pulled from screens for the risque content. Number 2, In the Hole, KGB.
Okay, that sounds crazy
Super
already.
Bowl spot that didn't get past the censors. Designed to be as shocking as possible, it features 2 golfers who get their heads stuck in their rear ends after discussing climate change.
He's got his head up his ass.
Not the first time.
Okay, that's a little bit much, bro.
The ad makes it clear that they don't really know much about the subject. Seeing as KGB is a fact-checking service, the crux of the ad is that if you don't use them, you'll end up just like these unfortunate golfing.
Okay, that's a little bit much. Like his head is literally up there. Oh my god.
Guys.
Next time your husbands don't have a clue, make sure they text KGB first.
The commercial is definitely funny and memorable. However, CBS kept KGB's ad off its airways.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
You got it, Mojo.
You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Is there one more?
Number 1, the last dictator standing, Nando's. The last thing you should...
Hey, Nando's. I always hear Nando's whenever somebody talks about UK, man. Always hear Nando's. I don't know if it's the same Nando's, but I'm going to assume it is.
Doing while you're trying to advertise a chicken restaurant is featuring a roster of the world's most notorious dictators.
Those were the days, my friend.
That's exactly what Nando's did in this insane commercial from 2011. It featured Zimbabwean dictator Robert Mugabe, who was still alive at the time, hanging out with Colonel Gaddafi, Mao Zedong, and even Saddam Hussein. The ad ends with the suggestion that Mugabe is upset that his fellow autocrats have been removed from power because he doesn't have anyone to share his chicken with.
No one should ever have to eat alone. So get a Nando's 6-pack meal for 6.
They say there's no such thing as bad publicity. But this ad would firmly disagree. After staff received threats of boycotts and even violence, the commercial was pulled.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from Watch Mojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring.
I don't know. I thought that was funny, man. I actually expected these banned commercials to be like very, very bad. And they weren't really bad at all to me. The worst one is the one with the 3-door car. Like, I don't know who thought that was a genius idea. 3 doors? And it's going to help save lives when the driver's got to get out on the same side? Like, it just made no sense to me. It's like, oh, you can get out only on this side, which you're always going to be facing a sidewalk. Okay, yes, sounds cool on paper, but no. The one that was weird to me is the temp packs. Like, you banned a product that is used every day by half of the people on the planet. I don't understand that one. That was dumb. And it didn't look like it was disrespectful either. It was just showing women and young women what to do. I mean, I learned what to do. I never knew that's how it was done. Not just a tip, but it's, you know what I'm saying? It's got to go in there. Anyway, if there's any more banned commercial or product or cars, like a 3-door car, if there's videos on those things, man, put in the comment section below. We'll watch it, man, and we'll react to it. Keep your head up. Love you guys as always. Till next time. Peace.